Bali does have several players shielding him in that defense. Olaino, Calvin Bassey amongst the big names in the setup. It's a chance for Frederick to start in this as well. And the captain of the side, Wilfred Ndidi, who love to see Bruno Yemechi also hold on in that back line. Alexi Iwobi has been having a good time in England for Fulham last season and at the start of this campaign. Here alongside the best player in Africa, Demola Lookman. They'll be giving all the support to the front man in Victor Osimhen. Moses Simon, of course, we will expect him to whip his magic from the flanks just like Lookman. He will be alongside Frank Onyeka. They love to stabilize things with Wilfred Ndidi in the midfield. So it's Nigeria against Rwanda. A Rwandan team that have had an even balance for themselves when it comes to wins, draws and losses in this group. It's been 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 defeats for Rwanda. Heading into this match day 7 clash. Super Eagles really bright with their start. Could be a chance for a cross country from that left-hand channel. In there, Rwanda will be keen to up and stop Victor Osimhen from getting to the ball. Rwanda have the yellow top and the blue shorts on Osimhen, kind of with his magic from the right-hand side, showing that hunger that saw him come in to score against Zimbabwe in Uyo in the month of March. And when he was substituted, Nigeria went on to concede that game, ending Even Stevens, putting the Super Eagles in an even more precarious situation in this qualifying race. 2 minutes played so far. Nigeria nil, Rwanda nil. I'll just quickly run through the names of the stars on the pitch for Rwanda. They have Ntwari as a goalkeeper. There's Bizimana, Hamon, Manzi, Mbaye, Mugisha. A couple of Mugishas in that setup. Also Mutsinzi, Niyomugba, and Nshuti. You sure have to watch out for alongside Oborenga. Rwanda had beaten the Super Eagles in the stadium in November last year, but that was a qualifying fixture for the Africa Cup of Nations. With the Super Eagles already getting a ticket to that competition before they took on the Amavubi. Alex Iwobi will have to lay the passes through around the place. So confident start for the Nigerian side in here. Calvin Bassey gets the ball from Olaino. Bassey, one of the centre-backs in the mix. Alex Iwobi, 2 players playing Fulham in the Premier League, also playing for the same national team. And the referee says play on. Victor Osimhen has a chance for a shot and goal. Well, bit of bodies in between that attempt. He subsidized the ferocity of the shot and made it an easier catch for goalkeeper Ntwari of Rwanda. Throwing for the Super Eagles in the half of Nigeria. Alex Iwobi has the ball. A reminder, the Super Eagles are playing from right to left. Iwobi with a long ball, trying to find the brilliance of Moses Simon, but Rwanda would regain play, take it back to the goalkeeper, Ntwari. Long clearance by Ntwari. The side who are playing from left to right in Rwanda. Just doing that to give you a mental picture of what he looks like on the pitch. Even though you may not be watching the game. Abel or Adel Amruche, the boss of Rwanda. So, former Algerian manager. Rwanda will have that throwing. Amruche was appointed in March and did not win any of his first two games in charge. So he'll be keen to get his team back to winning ways today. And I will get another throwing. In fact, I think it's a free kick. Close to the halfway stage of the pitch. In the half of the Super Eagles. You can boldly take it all the way back to Kibita, who will find Zanzi. And then take it towards the left-hand side where there's Niyomugba. And Mavobi now trying to conjure a few passes to get their composure back. It's the turn of Kavita. Kavita returns it to Mutsinzi. Long ball by Mutsinzi towards the half of the Super Eagles, controlled by Olaino, the right back for the three-time African champions. Now it's with Wilfred Ndidi. He brings in Alex Iwobi. Iwobi takes his time to locate the presence of Bruno Yemechi. And we're seeing defending from the left-hand side. Calvin Bassey. Slowly taking the ball into Rwanda's territory. Lets it slide to Yemechi. Olaino now. We have tens of thousands of fans in the stand supporting the Super Eagles at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium in New York. As Rwanda regain possession, a bit of high press for Nigeria, unable to regain possession for the Super Eagles. Should be that clearance coming in from Omborenga, I can imagine. And that has led to a throwing for Nigeria on the near side. That's the left-hand side of attack. Bruno Yemechi takes it quickly to Alex Iwobi. This pass is for the Super Eagles. Iwobi again. Possession just around the centre circle area for the Nigerian contingent. The two men from Fulham. Calvin Bassey brings in Iwobi one more time. Through ball by Iwobi. Lovely stuff. A chance for the Super Eagles here. Deflection puts that out. Not for a goal kick, but made it again easier for goalkeeper Ntwari to step up and make the save for Rwanda. And then Lukman was the man who tried to have that attempt on target. But the quest was diffused by another great defensive play by Rwanda. Nigeria knocking on the door in the early exchanges right here. They know the importance of scoring early. So South Africa net after just 15 minutes of that game against Lesotho. Made it easier for Bafana to go all the way to score 2 more goals in the second half and win 3-0. Alexi will be bringing Bruno Oyemechi on the left. Oyemechi returns it to Alex. Through ball in the air by Alex. Lovely control for the Super Eagles. Can the turn be good enough? Now it's Ademola Lookman on the left hand side. Another shot! Victor Osimhen is in the mix. And as much as he put the ball into the back of the net, the assistant referee has his flag up. So that will not count as a goal for the Super Eagles. 8 minutes played, still Nigeria 0, Rwanda 0. And David Adesina joins me in the studio. To David, what a chance that was for the Super Eagles.
Yeah, big chance, Chuma. Look at the incision right there from Nigeria. That pass and that wonderful movement in the 18-yard area for the Rwandan side. Victor Osimhen perfectly positioned, but just offside. And that was a really, really telling ball across the 6-yard area from the man, as Ademola Lookman. Wonderful ball, but then also you have to give massive kudos to the man right there in the middle, Alex Iwobi. His passes so far have been very, very good and also timely as well. The first one that he dropped to Ademola Lookman, he just couldn't pounce, but the second one now, goodness me, Nigeria almost profited from it. But illegally, the center referee and his assistant conjured to rule out that goal.
Just a reminder again of how deadly this man can be. Signed a permanent deal with Galatasaray. Sees him in as much as 15 million or more in dollars every year. Alex Iwobi again, another long ball, trying to find Victor Osimhen in the penalty area of Rwanda. Yamavubi have cleared their lines and gotten a free kick in the process. 9 minutes played, and we're Femi and the gang on Nigeria Info for the records. You can drop your thoughts. We're going to take more of your comments from X than from any other platform. So at Nigeria Info FM is the handle. Please feel free to use the hashtag FATGLife. That's FATG Life. I'll be reading your comments from X more than from any other platform. I'm going to that platform shortly, by the way. So Rwanda pass the ball again from the back. They've been stoned by Nigeria's urgency from the start, and so they know the importance of holding on to the ball for as long as they can. And there's the quest for a throw-in, which is what they will get. Niomu Gabo, the left full back, enjoying that pass and the throwing, and now it's against Rwanda, throwing for Nigeria this time around on the far side. That's the right-hand side of defending. Ola Aino will be taking it for the Nigerian team on the white top, on the white shot. with some touch of green around it. Requirements for the Super Eagles to qualify for the World Cup remain the same despite South Africa's win. It's for Nigeria to win all of her 4 qualifiers left, including this, of course, and then hope that FIFA deducts 3 points from South Africa for using an ineligible player against Lesotho. If that happens, if all of those things happen, then the Super Eagles will have that privilege of being at the World Cup for the first time in 8 years. Calvin Bassey, one of the 2 centre-backs in this. By the way, we do have one play money for you. Have you played yet? If you haven't, you can by dialing *347 *880 *3 hash. That's *347 *880 *3 hash. As Franco Yeka has the ball for Nigeria to Alex Iwobi. Iwobi has been the orchestrator-in-chief in this midfield for a player who's been criticised by many for not being able to step into the boots of his uncle Austin Okocha. And he's rigging over 70-80 caps for Nigeria, and so should be respected a bit more.
Yeah, even though he's not playing closer to goal in this fixture, but maybe even farther, he can have an eagle eye on every bit of the action for going forward for Nigeria. Has been, you might say, the engine room for the Super Eagles of Nigeria in this fixture, particularly taking into account the chances to be created. He has created about 2 chances in this one. Nigeria yet to profit from both of those chances, or indeed they scored from one, but ruled out by the assistant referee. Maybe Nigeria should keep asking the questions, should keep coming, and hopefully the door would definitely be opened in the coming minutes.
Scoring early, very important for them, of course. 12 minutes of action played so far as Wilfred Ndidi has the ball. Still Nigeria, nil, Rwanda nil. To Calvin Bassey. Opening up for Calvin by his left is Alex Iwobi, but he can decide to go to the centre. He'll take his time to have some Moses Simon also in the conversation. Yemechi helping out too. Now it's Moses Simon from this left-hand channel. Simon's cross deflected, corner kick for Nigeria.
From the left, from the right, Nigeria trying to just penetrate that 18-yard area of the Rwandan side. Moses Simon, you know, is one who has also got that pace within him and also his ability to go past players. In that instance, he wanted to drop that ball into the 18-yard area for the Nigerian attackers to lash home or take their chance. Unfortunately, the Rwandan defensive unit stood tall.
So the corner kick will come through for the Super Eagles from that left-hand channel, like you mentioned. The best player in Africa, who apparently has to remain with Atalanta. Haven't seen the transfer window close. On Monday, he will be the one to take this corner kick. Will be an in-swing out across with his right foot. Demola Lookman from the left side. Set for the chance. Can the Super Eagles do what Arsenal have done in the Premier League multiple times? Cross comes in, headed out by Rwanda. Not 100% though. And just the similarity in looks from Brighter Saïd Samuel to Calvin Bassey and Alex Iwobi when it comes to their hairdo. But of course, first name I mentioned, Bright, not in this setup. So Rwanda will launch forward now. Can they launch a quick break? What to call that one fast break? Just maybe. Shots from the left-hand channel. That was quite audacious. The attempt went off target. At least it's going to count for 1 for them as an attempt on goal. Didn't trouble in any way goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali. While we get ready for that goal kick, pardon me, David, I will just mention that the code remains *347 *880 *3 hash. *347 *880 *3 hash. Still used to play one play. The website is www.oneplay.ng. That's oneplay.ng. Ademola Lookman walking the magic for Nigeria from the left, squares it through to Victor Osimhen, who has too many players around him. And Rwanda struggling to clear their lines. Possession back to Nigeria. Moses Simon on attempt for a shot and goal. It's off target. Was always drifting wide. That attempt on the Super Eagles from Wilfred Ndidi. And we have a bit of a break now because goalkeeper Ntwari for Rwanda is down.
Has been called into action many times so far in this earlier exchanges. Quarter of an hour marker yet in the encounter, but Nigeria trying every angle to get that goal. There was indeed a first chance. Balls just swabbed into that. He's on a 6-yard area. Had to just pluck that one away and also send them going forward. and they have been reduced to taking the strikes from outside the area for the Rwandan side. They really cannot trouble the defense of Nigeria so far, but you feel as the game go by, you kind of see them growing in confidence and also trying to take the initiative, go toe-to-toe with the Nigerian side, and possibly also weigh the chances and weigh the opportunities they see. For Nigeria, great start so far in this one, but the needed goal still yet to come, and maybe it's a matter of minutes or moments. Wilfred indeed, he could have also altered his call and right. We've seen Nigerian midfielders, particularly pivots of those positions, take such strike from such range and also troubling the goalkeepers who positions. Mikelobi 4-1 also did such, and we also remember Sunday Ogochukwu also in 1994 thereabout against Spain. That strike that troubled Subizarreta, if memory does serve me right. That strike that came from outside the area did great things for himself, and maybe the Nigerian side should also be testing the waters from outside the 18 area. Maybe one will just be forthcoming and result in a goal.
Yeah, they're just seeing William Trustekong, who's the traditional captain for this team, on the bench. It's a bit of a water break while goalkeeper Antwari is being attended to, so they can use the opportunity to speak to Calvin Bassey and co to urge them to remain resilient in defending. 17 minutes played, and Ntwari is back on his feet, and so proceedings will continue shortly. Still Nigeria nil, Rwanda nil. At Great Mike for Real on X says it's going to be fun with lots of rhymes from the master of rhymes himself. Thank you for that. And still on this match, like I did mention to you, we're taking more of your comments from X than from any other platform. So just use the hashtag FatgLife as you tweet at Nigeria Info FM. Hashtag FATGLife. That means Femi and the Gang Life, of course. And at Sheyi Kuforoji 3 says, the issue I have with our FA is that we don't know how to play football politics off the pitch. Can only imagine how South Africa's FA has been playing football politics with the FA of Lesotho and other guys in their region. And at Abiola Olori says, if Nigeria wins today by 10 goals, we shall qualify for the World Cup and win it easily. We have the talent, we just need a good coach to change the players' mentality for their nationality. Let's get it done, Super Eagles. Admimi Ayo, that's the one and only Marianne Dukakun. Host of Hard Facts is saying, listening live. Thank you, Marianne. Shout out to you. Let's hope the Super Eagles win for your sake as well, too. Free kick for Rwanda in the 18th minute of this from the right-hand side of attack. Launching to the penalty area of the Super Eagles. Wabali steps up to save that easily and comfortably.
Tatale is in beating a goalkeeper of his own stature, and also seeing his growth over the years from the Nigeria Premier Football League also to the South African top flight with Chippa United, also doing exploits. And prior to this encounter, we obviously saw that the goalkeeper maybe wasn't fully fit due to the knock he had going into this encounter, but just a few days before this fixture we also that it was in good shape and in good condition, and certainly none of the other two goalkeepers are better currently than him, and also wore the deputy than Stanley Wabali, given his exploits, particularly where he ended that spot at the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations.
Indeed, Rwanda again, just to mention to you, playing from left to right, yellow top on the blue shorts. Nigeria playing from right to left with the all-white outfit and a touch of green on that one. Our friend Didi, captain for this one at the start. To show what the idea is there from Frank Onyeka, who has had possession taken off him. So we would have Rwanda again with Nyomu Gabo, the left back, helping to make moves, but Calvin Bassey intercepts. The Fulham man will let free his teammate Alex Iwobi, but his pass had too much power on it, making it easy for Bizimana, the captain of Rwanda, to get play again for the Amavubi. They will come from the left-hand channel now. I want to say what's good for the goose is good for Rwanda. A nation that suffered genocide in 1994, and in the last 3 decades they have transformed that nation into one of the beautiful countries in Africa. It's incredible, the growth. Can that translate to their football here too? Only time will tell. Frank Onyeka is fouled. Free kick for Nigeria. On the right-hand side of defending for the Super Eagles, and the line now goes to help Onyeka stand up, but Onyeka is trying to put his boots that went off his foot.
Ronaldo had a great exploit also in the German Bundesliga last season. Back to Brentford, the club, aspiring club, who will also be looking to do great things in the Premier League this season. I guess also a fine midfielder in that position in recent years, and also trying to continue getting call-ups for the national team of Nigeria, particularly when you need to rubber stamp your position. This is a time when Nigeria needs qualification first of all, but we also need wonderful performances that in coming weeks, the coming months, will be rewarded with subsequent call-ups.
Moses Simon loves to be called on every time to play for his country, and his cross had perhaps a bit of lack of communication between the last two winners of the Africa Footballer of the Year award.
Felt he should have just taken his time a bit before just delivering that one into the area. The Rwandans have obviously understood the Nigerian side trying to also send in crosses into the box, and have tried to sandwich Victor Osimhen from time to time. He has seen chances. It's difficult to pick the marksman of Galatasaray, but you also need to do better in terms of the quality of chances being provided in this fixture. Apart from the chance we've seen from Alex Iwobi, Nigeria hasn't created something worthwhile or worthy to trouble the Rwandan defense.
22 minutes have come and gone. Rwanda are yet to be undone. And in fact, they have a free kick now. Yamavubi will be one that is won by the man Omborenga on the right hand side of defending. You notice they're not in a hurry to make any move, Rwanda. As much as a goalless draw would do them no favors here in that quest to qualify for the World Cup, but I'm sure they wouldn't mind avoiding defeat in Uyo.
Particularly against a powers in African football's glory, maybe in recent years, has been kind of iffy, wishy-washy here and there.
Well, Demola Lookman just wanted to go forward and then realized that there was a foul committed against a Rwandan player, and the team on yellow and blue will get that free kick at the expense of the Super Eagles. While we have that little break, it's Perennial Lino who, alongside Frank Onyeka, were battling with the ball. I think it was Mushiga here, the player fouled, and free kick for Rwanda in their own side of the divide. I'll take a few comments from WhatsApp and then return to you reading out more of your thoughts through X at Nigeria Info FM, the handle where we're taking more comments than from any other of our communication platforms. Good evening, Chuma. Nigeria is winning the game by 2-1. My name is Progress from Buleba. Thank you for your thoughts, Progress. Yadiro Nuruddin from Ijesha Tedo says, nice commentary, Nigeria Info. And he greets myself, and David Additional goes on to say, the Nigeria-Rwanda qualifying match is going on. I pray that our Super Eagles achieve victory at the end of the encounter, he says. Thank you. Long ball for the Super Eagles by Benjamin Frederick. But he went straight into the arms of goalkeeper Ntwari of Rwanda, whose goal kick has gone straight towards the path of Stanley Nwabali. Nwabali has a physical altercation now with, I think, Mushiga. They had to push each other, and Calvin Bassey comes to Nwabali that he needs to get his composure back to avoid getting an early yellow card in this one.
Yeah, it's really not needed. I can't tell what was going through his mind right there, but seems what the Rwandan player told him just got into his head, and he's really frustrated, really angered by what the player said. But not a time to be picking yellow cards, bearing in mind you might just, in African football, be also deploying time-wasting tactics if Nigeria are also trying to consolidate on the early lead, or whatever lead they get in this game, if it's just a lone goal in this fixture. But for Stanley Nwabali, a reckless card picked up. He should be doing better from there. He's an experienced head, one man who understands African football, and he shouldn't be getting angry in such manners.
Yeah, so the yellow card has come, and it's not just for him, it's also for a Rwandan player who got into the altercation.
Yellow.
Just shows again how much heightened tension we have around this game. Mavubi take the ball back, yet the man Innocent and Shuti who got that yellow card for Rwanda in addition to Nwabali for Nigeria. Moses Simon coming forward from the left-hand channel. Moses loves to cross in the Bible and on the pitch. And indeed he finds Alex Iwobi to Bruno Onyemechi. Cross by Onyemechi. Just sweeps across that goal post of Nshuti. Victor Osimhen gets it from the right-hand side. Osimhen is fouled and getting angry as to that tackle from Rwanda. So this penalty, this free kick, I should say, will just be on the edge of the Rwandan penalty area from the right-hand side.
Seems he's in much pain. He stood up, couldn't walk. I hope he's fine to continue. Chuma just took a bit of a walk right there, stood up and went down again.
He wanted to get at the player in anger, like, what kind of crazy tackle is that from you, Niom Mungabo? But then the pain got him down on the top again. Victor Osimhen, that this is not funny. The good thing is, looks like the Nigerian who plays for Galatasaray these days will shake that off. And I think he wants the referee to show a yellow card to the player Niom Mungabo. But the referee is trying to be sure Osimhen is fine first of all. The medical team for Nigeria had to come on the pitch because this man is very influential. You know, the Super Eagles struggled to score goals in this World Cup qualifying race without Osimhen. He missed out on the first set of qualifiers, and we did not win any of the games, and he came back and we found a way to get victory against Rwanda away from home. So he's an integral part of this team, and this concern is scaring Richelle a bit, who's on the touchline just watching how things unfold. Franco Yeka is trying to be sure if Osimhen is good. He's nodding, which looks like it's scary, man.
Yeah, there's Tolu Arokodare on that bench. Another vibrant players who can come in, but can they do like-for-like job?
Osimhen is still doing that, so he's giving them the head
that he can't continue.
Yeah, it looks like, guys, I cannot do it, and he's done it again. No, I cannot continue.
And it appears he's also in tears.
Now this is scary. This is scary. It is scary because of his influence in this Nigerian team. But the Super Eagles will take a throwing. I thought it was going to be a free kick. Apparently, it's a throwing. And it will be taken by Olaino, but the referee asked for a bit of a pause. They're trying to be sure beyond reasonable doubts that there's no how else they can have this guy back on the pitch before they decide that they want to make a change. The Super Eagles, that is.
They don't want to risk it.
I know, right? Olaino will be taking this throwing from the right-hand channel. A long one to the penalty area of Rwanda, headed out by the visiting team. But Alex Iwobi will regain play for Nigeria. Not for too long. Out for a throwing for the Amavubi.
Last two qualifiers, Victor Osimhen was very, very instrumental to whatever result Nigeria picked out of those games. With 2 goals to nothing triumph. Would I say a penultimate game away from this one, and also the last game against Zimbabwe. Victor Osimhen scored goals in all those games, and his goals defined whatever Nigeria got from those matches. Really, really influential. One of the best strikers in the world, too many. And if he's exiting the pitch this way, really worrying signs for Nigeria.
Scary, of course. And star 347, star 880, star 3 hash remains the one play code you can use to play. Star 347, star 880, star 3 hash. There's a website option if you prefer that one. It's www.oneplay.ng. That's oneplay.ng. It's going to cost you only 500 naira for each entry of yours, and you could be one of multiple persons who win 40,000 naira each on the broadcast today. Multiple winners we have on the card. Jump on you right now and thank me later if you can afford to play, that is. At halftime, I should be giving out 40,000 to our first winner. At full time, there will be 40,000 to the second winner. Just before 9 p.m., we'll have 40,000 given to the third winner. Moses Simon with the ball for Nigeria from the left channel in that penalty area. Twists and turns, has 2 players around him. Returns it to Bruno Onyemechi. Cross by Onyemechi. To no one in particular. Good thing is Victor Osimhen is back on the pitch, by the way, just to allay your fears. He's back on the pitch now for the Super Eagles. Moses Simon would love to see Ademola Lookman regain possession for Nigeria. It's now with Moses Simon again from this left-hand channel. Twist and touch! A shot and goal punched out by goalkeeper Ntwari of Rwanda. It is an attempt on target for the Super Eagles. Throwing quickly, taken by Bruno Onyemechi to Alex Iwobi. Back to Onyemechi on the near side. That's the left-hand side of attack for Nigeria. Alex Iwobi has it again. Decides to lay the pass. There's a bit of space for Ademola Lookman now. Is he going to take a shot and go? Lookman goes behind his marker. Takes an attempt, but he's on the line, stopping that one from getting to goalkeeper Ntwari. And Rwanda clear again, all the way to goalkeeper Stanley Wabali, who's almost at the halfway stage of the pitch to get that ball and restart the attacking run for the Super Eagles.
And with that piece of play, I have to salute the organization and defense from Rwanda. As much as I want to commend Nigeria for how they've improved the pace in the final third, Rwanda have also been resolute right in the back line. And the goalkeeper Ntwari has also done his best in curtailing the excesses of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Victor Osimhen essentially dropped that ball also to Frank Oyeka. Then he found Ademola Lookman, who has also been trying to gobble the spaces available to him, and maybe it's only a matter of moment for Nigeria score.
That moment could be now with a cross again from the right hand side, headed out by Rwanda for a corner kick. Another corner kick for Nigeria. Super Eagles showing urgency in their agency. Rwanda don't mind coming up with new plans, even if it's contingency. Victor Osimhen is caught a frustrated figure. I think he cannot continue. He's taken off his facial mask. Osimhen, and then has swung his hand in the air. He cannot continue. It's glaring. Oh my. Now this is worrisome. Beyond this fixture, ahead of the game against South Africa on Tuesday, this is worrisome. Osimhen nods his head, tells the medical team, I cannot play anymore. He's taken off his mask. Or maybe the thing that can give the Super Eagles, as we see Cyril Dessers and Tolu Adrokodare, who just joined the Premier League side. The two players, Dessers and Adrokodare, made moves during the summer transfer window, heading into the final day. Osimhen will be off. Now I was going to say, hey, perhaps a bit of respite for Nigeria will be the fact that South Africa in the game against Lesotho had two players forced out of the game for South Africa with injury concerns to their head. The first in the 5th minute of the first half, the second in the 5th minute of the second half. But that did not stop South Africa from going all the way to beat Lesotho. So hopefully the Super Eagles can just not get to lose their confidence and believe, even in the absence of Victor Osimhen here.
But the importance of those players that were chucked off for the South Africans begs the question whether he's of life quality compared to Victor Osimhen. This is one man who is arguably the best striker on the continent these days, and it looks like he was trying to point out right there with the pictures we're seeing. The Rwandan player just put his foot on his own knee right there, and looks like he cannot continue. But heartbreaking sight and heartbreaking scenes for Nigeria. Seeing a player as massive as Victor Osimhen, a player as important as Victor James Osimhen, and one player who is very passionate as the big lad rider, the lanky lad for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Hopefully Tolu Adrokodare can also come into the pitch of play if he's going to be his deputy or Cyril Dessers and provide equal inputs in this fixture. 3 points, non-negotiable in both matches, Rwanda and South Africa in the coming days.
Yeah, so it's confirmed the Osimhen is off, and Eric Shell has gone to speak to him. My friend, I know you're not happy, but relax, man. It's not the end of the world. Well, the concern now will be beyond this game. We're hoping that he can still be available for the one in Bloemfontein on Tuesday. The guy who will be coming on is one who featured in the Scottish League last season, but now is ready to feature another territory. He scored a goal for Nigeria in a friendly game against Ghana. Cyril Dessers will be introduced shortly. Corner kick for the Super Eagles. Ademola Lookman set to take this one in the 34th minute. In fact, it's not Lookman. Lookman is in the penalty area. Ball launched in. I think that should have been perhaps Nyemechi. Headed out that way by Rwanda. Stanley Wabali. He's so far out of his penalty area that he was in the centre circle area of the pitch. But Nigeria still in play. Super Eagles have the possession. Alex Iwobi. Shot by Iwobi! Not bad at all. Goalkeeper Ntwari had to leap to punch that out for another corner kick for the Super Eagles.
Yeah, lovely effort from outside the area from Alex Iwobi. I guess reminiscent of his own uncle and Austin J.J. coach. And that ball was looping straight into goal, and Ntwari had to come in to save the blushes of his side. And now the deputy or the replacement of Victor Osimhen, Cyril Dessers, currently playing for Panathinaikos, who need to do a lot in this one.
Now the corner kick is taken for Nigeria, and Tuari came out and couldn't get to the ball. Can Super Eagles take advantage of it? Not exactly, as they're forced backwards to Olaino. Ola brings in Bruno Yemechi. Cross from that left channel, rebuffed by Rwanda. Alex Iwobi will have it again. By his left, he's Ademola Lookman. Would he find Ademola? No, he decides to go with the through ball. Ademola has the ball, though eventually the African player of the year, not for the first time, takes a shot and has another body from Rwanda, stopping that from getting to the goalkeeper Ntwari. The longer this goes without Nigeria scoring, the more I think Rwanda will grow into confidence in this game. Or do I say grow in confidence in the game?
Indeed, Chuma, but I guess Nigeria also have to play more on the ground and also centrally, trying to make use of long balls into that 18-yard area has been unfruitful for the side. And also trying to make use of corners that are going long as well. An eye into that box has not yielded what Nigeria are requesting in this one. They need to do better in getting the goals.
Olaino is trying to do better here, defending the line for Nigeria, and he's done well enough, the Nottingham Forest man. He will come forward now, Ola, from the right-hand channel. Franco kind of makes to give him all the support where necessary. Now it's with Alex Iwobi. Calvin Bassey actually on the halfway stage of the pitch. Back to Calvin Bassey again. Ademola Lookman. Through ball by Lookman. So Dessers was running into space and he took just an interception to stop that from getting to the Nigerian. Alex Iwobi now from the left-hand side of play.
And it's quite clear the central corridor is one area Nigeria can make use of. The chances, the quality of chances being created from that position is very, very glaring and also very dangerous for Rwanda to cope.
Ufendidi. Lookman has the ball taken off him, but Calvin Bassey will get it again. This is what in local parlance they call half field. It's been more of Nigeria, but unable to unlock that Rwanda defensive door yet. Bruno Yemechi. To the left, Moses Simon goes past his marker, couldn't go past the second one, falls in the penalty area, calling for a penalty, but the referee says no, it's a goal kick for Rwanda.
Yeah, every day, and maybe twice on Sunday, that will certainly be a goal kick for Rwanda. But Moses Simon, lovely dummy right there, great body movement, went past his marker. Unfortunately for him, the final ball lacking, and Rwanda tried every bit to stop that chance from developing even further. And for Nigeria, some minutes before the halftime whistle is blown, they need to do more. They need to get the goal. South Africa indeed have their eyes on the fixture, and Nigeria, as much as they try to walk Libya for this fixture, the effort they put into this game, South Africa resting now, and the time to recover for Nigeria even lesser than the South Africans. They need to get the right result, and also the goals coming in early in this one.
They will clear their lines. And there's an offside call against the Amavu B. Free kick for Nigeria in the half of the Super Eagles. Let's get back to reading more of your thoughts. They are pouring in via X at Nigeria Info FM. Joy Forever with the handler Joy Forever 74 says Osimhen going out is not a good sign. We need all our good legs to win this game. Wishing the Super Eagles the best. We can still be in USA, Mexico and Canada 2026. But Sheikh Kuforoji 3 says the earlier Nigeria realizes we are no longer the giants of Africa, the better for us. We can't keep deceiving ourselves. Sugar Baby, also on X, says Una see what Rwanda they do. So nice to see all these comments of yours. You can keep them pouring in at Nigeria Info FM. Don't forget to use the hashtag FATGLife. That's FATG LIVE. It's more like Femi and the Gang Life. Hashtag FATGLife as Frank Onyeka is fouled. 39 minutes played. We're headed towards the 40th minute mark. Still Nigeria nil, Rwanda nil. I'm going to mention to you that at halftime we're giving out 40,000 naira to our first one-play winner on a day where 3 winners should emerge. Can you imagine the joy you get if Nigeria wins and you also win some cash too. So you can jump on it if you can afford to spend at least 500 naira for each entry of yours. Then *347 *880 *3# will come in handy for you. Now star 347 star 880 star 3 hash, or the website www.oneplay.ng. www.oneplay.ng. 40,000 naira each for 3 different winners today. The first of those winners will come through at halftime, so still do have about 5 minutes to jump on it before we're going for the first draw for the day. So the Super Eagles again, we had some pause in play with the Rwandan player who was down, but it's restarted in the 40th minute. Rwanda will have a throwing now on the near side. It's the right-hand side of attack. Super Eagles have not won. As shocking as it sounds, they are yet to win a home game in this qualifying race for the World Cup. It's been 3 draws in Uyo. In the World Cup qualifying series, it's the goalkeeper now of Rwanda, Ntwari, who's down. So there's pause in play one more time. It's not the first time we're seeing Ntwari down. Just going to mention that Super Eagles had a 1-1 draw against Zimbabwe in Uyo in March. Before that, it was a 1-1 draw against South Africa in the same stadium on the 7th of June 2024. And before that, it was a 1-1 draw against Lesotho on the 16th of November 2023. So this is the 4th home game for the Super Eagles. And they are yet to get a win in their backyard. More reason why they need to conjure something here. And Ntwari is still being attended to. Apparently it's a pain in his left hand. And so it's a chance for the Super Eagles players to return to their coach, Eric Shell, to get 1 or 2 instructions, as we see the Chairman National Sports Commission, Shehu Diko, in the presence of the President of the NFF, Rahim Gusau, and some other dignitaries who are in the stadium watching the game. The longer this goes with the 0-0 scoreline, the more trepidation is going through the minds of Nigerian fans around the world. And David, looks like goalkeeper Ntwari is finally back on his feet.
Yeah, another worrying sign, but this time for the Rwandan side, given his contribution in this fixture, he has really looked great for them with the strikes. Nigeria have obviously sent him to his own goal. We also remember the strike recently from the man in the middle, Alex Iwobi, that just looped and was looking like it was going home for the Nigerian side. Also a striker from Ademola Lukman also early on in this encounter, and he has really stood tall, has really mashed out his own 18-yard area, and his presence right there in goal has really been commendable for the Rwandan side. And for Rwanda, if it continues in this game, you maybe feel might just be a central figure to whatever they get in this one. If that's a draw, maybe a win, which Nigerians will not love.
So Calvin Bassey, the play restarting. We clear the ball out for a throwing for Rwanda on the near side. That's the right-hand side of attack for Rwanda, who have another player down. Is this a plan to derail the momentum of Nigeria in the game? Well, I'm not in the mind of these players, so I cannot...
And it's just 43 minutes in, Chuma.
Yeah.
It's not even the second 45.
To be fair, it felt like there was a foul there from the Nigerian on the Rwandan player. Yeah.
I think the stoppages for the amount of time that will be added as additional time in the first 45 should take into account the number of either fouls, number of players that have gone down in this game, and the amount of stoppages we have seen in this fixture. Maybe 5 or 7 minutes. It should be what we're looking at from the center referee, the Chadian referee.
Yeah, the referee in charge of this fixture. It's one that Adio Larewaju on X is not happy with. Adio on X with the handle at Adio Larewaju says, African football will never cease to amaze me. A dangerous tackle like that magnitude and no card, even yellow card. This happened under the watching eyes of the linesman. Disgusting, he says. He is not happy with the fact that there was no card given to the Rwandan player for the tackle of Victor Osimhen. The referee in charge of this game, by the way, being Alhaji Alau Mahamat from Chad. Yellow card is given to someone now, though. It's goalkeeper Ntwari of Rwanda who gets a yellow card. Don't know if that's for time wasting or something like that, not too sure. So we're into added time. before the end of the first half of proceedings. It's going to be 5 minutes added. Just like David Additional mentioned, the amount of stoppages we've seen in the first half is enough to warrant such. Throwing for Rwanda from the right-hand side.
And Nigeria's incapacities to create goals and get goals has continued to rear its ugly head in this encounter. Stanley Wabali playing with fire right there. Sometimes he exudes some confidence that you are left wondering if it's still the same goalkeeper we see in games past, who has really shown quality. But for Nigeria, the inability to create chances, the inability to carve teams open and also get decisive goals has remained paramount in every game we've seen.
Long ball by Wilfred Ndidi. Ntwari comes out of his penalty area to save. Collides with the defender in the process, but he's going to be back on his feet in no time.
And fascinatingly, both goalkeepers on yellows.
Yeah. It's not what you would have thought at the start of a game like this.
Yeah. So we shouldn't be expecting any bit of maybe time-wasting tactics, with the goalkeeper being the genesis of those acts.
Right. Well, one thing is certain, that the referee is now in the mood to dish out the cards. The latest is given to Omborenga of Rwanda. Yellow card to Omborenga. Rwanda take a free kick from the right-hand channel. Take it very quickly. Launching that ball towards the left, where there's surely the presence of Hamon. And Rwanda have a player down. Free kick for the Amavu B on the edge. Okay, not too far away from the Nigeria penalty area from the left-hand channel. So Dessas came on for Victor Osimhen. He's not yet had a chance to show his worth, and he's the one who committed this foul, leading to the free kick for Rwanda.
Now the defender and the striker called into action right there. Maybe you feel a defender will understand the severity of getting free kicks or giving free kicks to the oppositions in such positions.
So they will have this free kick now, Rwanda. Set to launch the ball through. Comes in as an in-swing grab across. Wabali saves at the first time of asking. Quick play by the Nigerian goalkeeper to start proceedings for the Super Eagles, who will launch a fast break. Alex Iwobi chases the ball, gets to it, but has a marker on him from the left-hand channel. Iwobi now launches a long ball, and it's easy for goalkeeper Ntwari to get to it before Cyril Dessas.
The gulf in quality between both sides present, but Nigeria's inability to create great chances remains a major worry, and I guess that is down to the options we've got in the midfield department. Wilfred Ndidi is not majorly one who can open teams up. Also Frank the Tank, these are pivots right there that are only concerned with sitting in the base of that midfield position and obviously trying to show the back line. Iwobi, one who can create, but is the only one, and you need many to also open the opposition.
Bruno Yemechi can help with his cross from the left, falls towards the path of Wilfred Ndidi after the header by Rwanda. And of course, he's not known for his goal-scoring prowess, not Ndidi, but Olaino. Olaino blasts the ball way over the goalpost of Rwanda. Goal kick for the visitors. We've seen 4 minutes of the 5 added played already. So we're just about 60 seconds away from the end of the first half. Still Nigeria nil, Rwanda nil. At halftime, we're going in for that first one-play draw to give you 40,000 for the first of our 3 winners. Star 347, star 880, star 3 hash. Star 347, star 880, star 3 hash. Or www.oneplay.ng. That's how you can play with at least 500 naira for each entry. Now is the turn of the Super Eagles to have a free kick. Shot one to Calvin Bassey, who runs into the half of Rwanda. Has no one marking him because Rwanda have all of their players behind the ball. He finds Ndidi. Ndidi will drift wide towards the left to bring in Bruno Yemechi. Yemechi goes past his marker but cannot recover in time to get the ball. Rwanda regain play but lose it again to the Super Eagles. Misunderstanding. between two Nigerian players led to possession being lost. Super Eagles have the ball again now. What would they do with it? Bodies all over the place. Moses Simon drifts to the center to Alex Iwobi. Quick flick. Couldn't locate Bruno Yemechi. And the center referee will signal the end of proceedings for the first 45 minutes of play at the Goswill Akpabio Stadium. It's been a match where Nigeria have dominated most of the play with possession. Alex Iwobi has been trying to conjure so much, has some beautiful football. Victor Osimhen thought he had scored a goal when he put the ball into the back of the net early in the first 45, but there was an offside flag before that was converted, so that chance evaporated for Nigeria. Osimhen has gone on to be substituted for an injury concern, and in his place Cyril Dessers has come through. And it's been Nigeria with a few chances. Alex Iwobi also testing the might of goalkeeper Ntwari of Rwanda, who had to make a save, but no goals have been scored yet. And heading into the halftime break at the Goswill Akpabio Stadium in New York, it is Nigeria's Super Eagles still being held to a goalless draw by Rwanda.
Where the land is greener and the first city brings beauty, just like the rainbow.
TY Mix.
It's hard to replace. Such a good feeling when the news of unity fills the air while the wind blows.
Super Eagles, no tension, you are winning. In the grace of God, you shall win, you shall win, you shall win. Sawa, 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 sawa. No matter who they be, Eagles always go. One goal, two goals, three goals, four goals. No matter who they be, Eagles always go. One goal, two goals, three goals, four goals.
One team, one spirit, one nation, on the go. Indivisible, indestructible. Super Eagles, your victory, Baba God. I say, don't sign them, God don't stamp them. Just go out there, grab them. Oh yeah, I've been one of them, Godfather. Super Eagles, oh yo yo. Handle it, handle it, handle it, handle it.
Hard to
Go, go.
replace. Such a good feeling when the news of unity fills the air while the wind blows.
Super Eagles, no tension, you are winning. By the grace of God, you shall win, you shall win, you shall win. Sawa, 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 sawa. Super Eagles, no tension, you are winning. By the grace of God.
Well, prayers needed at this time too for the Nigerian side, who would have to do the right player on the pitch and at the same time push for success. Hoping that goals will come in the process too. Well, I'm going to go in for that one play draw, the first of 3 draws for today. We keep the promises here. Star 347, star 880, star 3 hash, and www.oneplay.ng. After that, I'll pick your calls and a few of your polls. Robert is part of this one too, and Robert just says Chumasi OBS. I'm not too sure what that means though. Thank you, Robert. Oluwafemi says hi Chuma. Alright, hi to you too. Well, let's get to this one, of course, at this time, as I have the Super Eagles thing around me too. I would surely go to the One Play portal, find out who gets the cash as our first winner for today, before making things happen via the phone line to get your thoughts on what you have made of the first half and what you think Nigeria can do better. So I have the option draw winner. I'll tap on draw winner. I have 3 options: 40k first draw, second draw, third draw. Each of them 40k. I'll click on 40k first draw. As always, the question will pop up: are you sure you want to draw? 2 options: cancel or confirm. I'm clicking on confirm now. The final step is for me to wait to see a phone number that will appear on my screen. That will be a phone number, a random phone number of somebody who has played this afternoon from 12 noon till now. I'm waiting for that number to come through. Once it comes through, my job will be to dial the number, and it has come through officially. So here we go. Number is on my screen. I'll have to impute it into our call out system and then call out officially. All right. Stay with me. I'm imputing the digits and would have to verify that I put in the right stuff. I hope this person doesn't miss his or her blessing. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Chuma, calling you from Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
I greet you especially. Please, what's your name?
My name is Bankole.
Well, someone will say you can bank on Bankole. Nice to speak to you,
Yeah.
Bankole. So, do you have an idea why I'm calling you? Felt like your voice got extra excited.
I definitely do. I do.
Oh, I just
want your bonus.
What bonus is that?
One play.
Oh, are you serious? Did you play one play?
Definitely, I did.
When did you play?
I played around before the match.
Okay, before the match started. How many times did you play?
Yes. Just once.
Okay, website or code?
I did the code. The
You used the
USSD.
code. Okay, yeah, star 347 star 880 star 3 hash. Mr. Bankole,
Definitely.
I hope that in the future
Yeah,
you can have cause to courtesy of this team. I hope in the future you can have cause to go to the bank as Mr. Bankole that you are. For today, though, I can only wish you the best of luck moving forward.
Thank you very much.
All right, because you've won 40,000 naira.
Ooh, that's a great thing for the weekend.
Congratulations to you, Mr. Bankole.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
All righty, I'm happy for you as well, too. Hopefully the Super Eagles win, so you will be a winner. They will be winners as well.
Definitely.
All right. So stick around. One player will reach out to you within the next 3 days, and you should have your money sent to you.
All right, no problem. I'm so grateful.
All right. Congratulations. So that's our first winner, Mr. Bankole. And you can bank on the fact that he is one that will be so excited now with 500 naira winning him 40,000. We have 2 more draws to come, so don't give up yet. If you have played, well, stick around. If you haven't played yet, this could be the best time, just like Mr. Bankole. You could play once or twice, and that may be as cool as ice for you. Just be wise now by dialing star 347 star 880 star 3 hash, star 347 star 880 star 3 hash, or using the website www.oneplay.ng. That's www.oneplay.ng. It's 500 naira only for each entry. And please, when you play, have your phone not too far away from you. At full time, I'll give out 40,000 to our second winner. And then before 9 p.m., there will be 40,000 given to the third winner. Samuel Victor Akpan will be the one to do that third draw for the day. Enough of my talking. Now you can show some walking as I go to the phone line. 0201 277 0993. I'll be picking those calls of yours just after this very short timeout. So 0201 277 0993. And for the ladies, 0201 465 7190. I'll be back shortly to pick your calls. All right, fantastic. We're good. So no cause for consent for me. Straight to the phone lines now to activate those lovely comments of yours. We're Femi and the gang, and this is Football Frenzy. Hi, how are you doing?
Hello, good evening.
Yes,
Great
good
time,
evening
master.
to
I
you.
greet you.
I greet you too.
Yes, sir. You see, I was listening to you yesterday when you were analyzing the Nigerian part that they could use to, qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah.
My friend used to tell me this. He said, if you are driving with your mouth, you can't have an accident. and I'm sure you agree too.
Yeah, but when you now start driving in reality, it becomes a different story, right?
5 minutes.
Yeah.
I agree. Still 45 minutes. Let's see what they can do. But I doubt they can qualify for this World Cup. I doubt.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Thank you for your call, man. Nice to get your honest thoughts on these things, huh? More calls pouring in now from you. Any chance for us in the second half? What can we do better? Hello, welcome.
Hello, Juma.
Hi, good evening.
This is Gabriel calling from Aja.
Welcome, Gabriel.
Nigeria is winning 3-1 today.
Okay, I copy that.
Still have faith.
So we should expect 4 goals in the second half, right?
Yes, bro.
All right, bro. Thank you for your thoughts.
All right, bro. You're doing a good job. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Have a fantastic evening as well. More of that line just to ease our tension. Super Eagles, no tension. Hopefully we're winning by the grace of God. And with the performance of our guys on the pitch too. 0201 277 0993. Sometimes they say, Chima, you take this too quickly. So I'll take it now. Slow and steady wins the race, right? 0201 277 0993. The more I watch this match, the more I become angry. Onyeka is the flop of the match, and Nwabali is highly unsportsmanlike. What a boring match. Moses from Shasha has that message. Hello. Hi.
Hey, Chuma, the right master. Good evening, beautiful evening, bro.
Good evening to you.
I pray, let Nigeria remember the evening. Bad one to most
I
of us.
tell you. I know.
But I just am somehow sad that Nigeria always want to do things the hard way. But I look at when they first announced our coach, that is
Eric Shell. Yeah.
And I look at the country, Mali. Why Nigeria always prefer cheaper things? You know that if you mention Nigeria now and China now, they are kind of sick. Because of China cheaper products, they always prefer to go for those cheap things. And look at the record of the Malian man. Why would they choose such cheap category of coach? What would Malian, even though they want to make selection, I believe people from Nigeria that are not even up to the Malian person, he can do better because of the compact road, because of the connection in Nigeria, or the love he may have for Nigeria. He may want to do better. And look at the one that just took the Super Falcons to the Nation Cup. What they did because of that passion, now he will do better. But,
okay.
The Malian, what? I'm just so emotional.
I know.
I feel like it will win. What concerns me? For instance, now if Nigeria can play, go have match now. Do you think that he would like Nigeria to win, even though he's the coach of Nigeria?
Of course, he's a professional. He is a professional. So we have Carlo Ancelotti, who's an Italian. He's coach of Brazil. So it's not about foreign coaches. Thomas Tuchel, a German, coach of England. So if that's your line of thoughts, then that one doesn't really rhyme, though. But I get your point. You're saying we should have gone for a better coach. That's what you're saying, right?
If you say so, if you say that my line of thought does not come true.
No, your line of thoughts from the perspective that if Nigeria is playing against Mali, that because we have a Malian coach, he will not want to beat Mali. That one is not correct. Because we've seen foreign coaches play against their teams. That's the truth now. It's the fact. Yeah.
What you mentioned, the Jamias and those ones are expert now, expensive coach, you say. You go carry cheap coach now, but we no go fit do anything. They annoy me.
All right, take it easy, man. Thank you so much for your call. Nice to hear from you. I know that you're not happy, just like many Nigerians listening to the broadcast right now. I hope that everything gets fine, not just for you, but also the Super Eagles on the pitch. One more call for now, and then we get ready for the second half. Hello, welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
The voice of Lagos.
Yeah, that's Anthony, my guy, Anthony the voice. But my name is Chuma, though.
Okay, Chuma, good evening.
Welcome.
In short, I don't know what is wrong with that. This is not what we are expecting. In this kind of game, why do Nwabali picking unnecessary yellow cards? Former Rwanda, where we they waka pass. Where we they carry handicap 4 before. I'm beginning to see that Nigeria cannot qualify. I've been giving them the hope. Honestly, I'm the one that preceded 5-0 before this game. But because I was expecting what I was expecting, not the way even the talisman, the Nigerian talisman got injured again.
See, man.
It's looking like it's over for it's sort in the first place. What happened? Why Cruzeiro left the team?
Oh, he left after we got to the World Cup, Nations Cup final. But I'm going to mention to you too. You know, sometimes it's always easy for us to look back and start saying back was better than now. Under Pesero, we did not win 2 World Cup qualifiers as well. Under Pesero, we drew 2 we didn't win 2 World Cup qualifiers. So he also took charge. He's also part of those who put us in the situation where we are now in the World Cup qualifiers.
In the nation, but it was the rumor. It was the rumor that it was not be able. They are not going to give any contract. That is why the team fell short. But in that Nations Cup, they are doing well. They did well. They got to the final.
Yeah, they did.
I'm highly disappointed.
Can imagine.
Sure, they need to disband this team. The way they did in 2000, I think it's in Korea before Korea, Japan. Is it 2002?
Take it easy, man. Thank you so much for your call too. Players are back on the pitch. We're getting ready for the second half, and it's glaring that Nigerians from all across the country and the world are unhappy at this time with the current scoreline of this, and are expecting even more. The players are just by themselves, speaking to each other, and the Rwandan Stars are getting ready to also join the Nigerian contingent on the pitch. I can use that time to read a few more of your comments. This one from X, which is why I'm focused more as to your thoughts, as we do every time we come here for commentary as Femi and the gang, of course. At Fendi Mendia on X throughout Nigeria Info FM says, at the risk of not sounding pessimistic, I honestly don't think the Super Eagles will qualify for the World Cup. It's starting to hurt as the game drifts towards halftime, still goalless. I have been wishing I could travel to watch the Eagles next year, he says. As well, man. At Sam ED, with several numbers attached to the handle, says, I don't think this Nigeria team is ready for the World Cup, because what are they playing, for God's sake? Just a chance to bolster the quality of the Nigerian attack. Tolu Arokodare, man who just made a switch to the Premier League, is coming on.
Yeah, Chuma, a viable introduction. You will be offering much bites and much firepower in the final tour, and especially in the attacking department for Nigeria is one of the best, maybe, in the business for Nigeria currently. One of the best strikers Nigeria can currently parade. If you list out top 3, top 4 Nigerian strikers currently, you would say is one of the best. And we also big clubs obviously come circling around for his services. We saw Manchester United rumored to be looking at getting the services of the former Genk striker, if indeed certain. But then again, he's coming in to bolster that attacking lineup, and hopefully he can help Nigeria get goals alongside Cyril Dessers.
Indeed, as Nigeria have bolstered the attacking department in the absence of Victor Osimhen, who had to be substituted before the end of the first 45. Eric Shell has decided to bring in not just Cyril Dessers, who took Osimhen's place, but also Solua Rokodare, who's come on, taking the place of Frank Onyeka. So it's now Nigeria attacking from left to right with the all-white outfit, some touch of green around it. And the Amavubi of Rwanda playing from right to left with the yellow top on the blue shirt. Rwanda yet to make any change. Nigeria 2 made by Eric Shell. Rokodare, who just came on, has the ball now to teammate who will be keen to launch a cross through. Should be Bruno Yemechi. As Simon has been helpful from that left-hand channel, or hasn't he? Alex Iwobi will come in too. Nigeria with the possession from the left side. Another cross from there. Goalkeeper and Shuti cannot save. Punches out. And well, there could have been It's not Lukman or Arokodare himself, no, Lukman, I think.
Yeah, Lukman trying to pounce. It looks like he's coming and come off, also dropped off from the left-hand side and coming centrally, also tugged in right there to assist the Nigerian side with creation. It looks like the man, Eric Sekou Chel, has understood what he needs to do in this fixture. Nigeria lack creators, and in the second 45, Ademola Lukman has just come into that pockets of space available down the central position. He alongside that Alex Iwobi, I guess, will be saddled with the responsibility of creating for Nigeria. But then again, they are also trying to make use of the advantage that is the height of Tolu Arokodare. He's a very tall striker, and he's one striker who can make use of his height. From time to time, if delivering balls into that 18 area, delivering balls into that danger zone, is certainly going to gobble up chances that come his way.
Wilfred Ndidi. Super Eagles trying to continue from where they stopped. He brings in Calvin Bassey. Bruno Yemechi. There's a Simon.
And I guess Nigeria needs to be very, very quick in terms of getting those passes taken. Rwanda will be very, very pleased without Nigeria just wasting taking their time. Maybe I'm cautious with what to use, but then again, Nigeria needs to be very fast when going into the final third. Rwanda have got spaces available down the middle. They've also tried to go backwards. The numbers now are very much improved. It's a low block now from manager Adel Amrouche.
Indeed, he would love to see his side at least not lose this. They had come to this stadium in November last year to beat Nigeria Super Eagles. At that stage, the three-time African champions had already qualified for the Africa Cup of Nations. So there was nothing really to fight that much for, but this one has everything to fight for. Super Eagles, the moment to remain fourth in the group, behind Rwanda, Benin Republic and South Africa in ascending order. Calvin Bassey to Alex Iwobi. Iwobi drifts wide to that left-hand side with a lovely pass. So when Moses Simon has been doing all of his stuff. Simon crosses from the left. Ademola Lukman will have it. Take a shot, bodies on the line again, and Lukman has not just been lucky with his shots.
Yeah. And for Nigeria, the chances are coming with the first 45, and all that is due to the long balls as much as I scrutinized and obviously give some stakes for the approach by Nigeria in the first 45. It appears the introduction of Tolu Arokodare has disorganized the Rwandan defense, and Nigeria trying to make use of the chances they are getting. Ademola Lukman twice in this encounter. The first one fell into his path. The goalkeeper Ntwari came in and did well for the Rwandan side. The second one, the chance, bodies all over the place. Did well in getting a strike away, but those bodies did well enough to sort out the blemishes or the errors that has obviously brought that chance for Rwanda.
Well, the more you watch this one, the more you're thinking, where would that goal come from? Ndidi with the ball for Nigeria. Alex Iwobi. Rwanda have gone into full defensive mode. Olaino to Lukman sets free. Iwobi's through pass. Intercepted, throwing for the Super Eagles on the near side. That's the right-hand side of attack. Taken by Olaino to the path of Alex Iwobi.
Seems it's more like a 4-4-2 as opposed to a regular 4-3-3 that we've seen from Nigeria in years past. I can see Ademola Lukman also coming in from the right-hand side of things.
Indeed, as we know, we're seeing a bit of Benjamin Frederick from that right side.
Yeah.
He's one of the two centre-backs, plays for FCV Dende. Sound like Denda now. So Nigeria trying to ensure that Rwanda will get tender. Bruno Yemechi to Arokodare. Quick 1-2. Yemechi squares for Arokodare. Saved by Nshuti. An empty goal pass. And the moment of magic is finally here. Nigeria Super Eagles have had a substitute in Tolu Arokodare. Break the resilience of Rwanda. And the thousands of fans in the stands can celebrate. The door has finally been opened. Nigeria won, Rwanda nil.
It's tea time, Chuma. Tolu Arokodare is central to that move for Nigeria. He got that pass. The link-up play was exquisite. The auto play was really, really great. Nigeria bodies all over the line for Rwanda. The first strike curtailed. The second strike also got well enough to the 6th area and obviously close to the goal mount action for the Rwandan side. And all Tolua Rokodare needed to do was just put his body to head it back into goal. And goodness me, Nigeria ahead. And maybe the World Cup dream is finally here. It's not over until it's over. Nigeria lead.
They do lead and the goal stands. Tolu Arokodare. His presence on the pitch to take the place of Frank Onyeka has paid off in the 52nd minute for the Super Eagles. And my word, are the exciting times back on again. Football at its finest. It's the famous line that persistence pays. For all of the dominance in play and control of possession, answers had not come. But the 24-year-old from Wolverhampton Wanderers, who only sealed that deal a few days back, has come through to give Nigeria the right spark to ensure that they get goals where they had cause to lack. Rwanda are being forced to make their first change in this. Omborenga has been taken off, and on for him is Kwizera. That change coming in the 53rd minute. Can Nigeria go on to consolidate on this?
That's the big question, Chuma. We've seen Nigeria go ahead and marches past. But against Zimbabwe, that is a very, very notable example. In the dynamics of that game, Trust Ekong culpable. That's a blemish right there in defense. That clanger right there in the defensive action and the defensive area. But for Nigeria now, with that goal, you expect them to add to it, increase the lead further, and also try to remain comfortable, because at this point in time, the comfortable showing from the Super Eagles of Nigeria is what has brought them the lead in this fixture. And also, you also have to give much credit to the manager and Eric Chell. The way they've come out in the second 45, the positional awareness from the Nigerian side, and also the introduction of Tolu Arokodare. He's one man who has changed things in the second period, and all that is down to the good work of the manager and Eric Chell in the second 45. The change, just what the doctor ordered, you might just say. The manager needing one man to come in and do the job for him. Tolu Arokodare responded, and it's still time. But for Nigeria now, they've got 2 or 3 great strikers now. If Victor Osimhen is not there, Tolu Arokodare is also available to provide the goods. And if you don't get the chance, or if you do get that chance, always make good use of it. And that's what Tolu Arokodare has shown in recent matches. He scored against Russia in the friendly a few months ago, and has now found the back of the net against Rwanda in an high-profile fixture, and a clash with much importance for Nigeria.
And it was a line, who took that attempt that fell towards the path of Arokodare, who was already on the line, and just tapped it in. He had the chance. Arokodare, goalkeeper and Shuti punched out, fell towards the path of the Nottingham Forest man, and he's shot. So Rwanda scampering all around the place with bodies trying to act as an impediment. But Arokodare said, no, not this time, putting that one into the back of the net. Long ball for the Super Eagles to locate a line now, rebuffed by Rwanda towards the path of Ademola Lookman, who's now drifted to that right side. The line now goes past his marker. Lovely play by the Nottingham Forest man. Squares it through to Ademola Lookman, who was not fast enough to get to that in time.
Enterprising work from the Lion right there. The cutback, not quite great, but you just understood what he envisioned right there. The way he just went past his marker.
Lovely through ball for Nigeria now. There could be an attempt on goal. Deflection again, making it easy for Nshuti to save. I would have thought that there should have been some faster play there by Cyril Dessers. The through ball was beautiful.
Yeah, and he should have done better right there, Cyril Dessers. Tolu Arokodare has seen his chance, has taken it. You also should be taking yours for years and years. Yes, obviously we've seen Nigerians call for Cyril Dessers to get that chance to lay the line for Nigeria, and this is one opportunity that he's getting. he should be doing better from that angle, from that position, that pass also. You also have to give much credit to Alex Iwobi right there. He has dropped about 3 incisive passes, 3 passes that can cut defenses open like knife through butter. Iwobi should be dropping more of that, but certainly if it drops maybe 3 or 4 more, Nigeria might just find itself getting a second in this one.
Indeed. Long ball for Rwanda into the path of the right hand side. 57 minutes played. Nigeria 1, Rwanda 0. The Super Eagles will get the ball again with Moses Simon. He comes through from that left hand channel, drifts towards his right, takes a shot. Deflection again by Rwanda. Another attempt. Controlled by Cyril Dessers to Arokodare. Dessers wouldn't get to the ball before goalkeeper and shooty of Rwanda. And Rwanda have a player down who was trying to kick out. I don't know if the referee saw that. He was trying to kick out at Arokodare. It's lucky he didn't get contact with the Nigerian, because that would have been an off-the-ball incident that can lead to a red card in the game.
Yeah, and for Tolu Arokodare and for Nigeria particularly, we've seen an improvement in the attacking department. Anytime Nigeria go forward, just feels like Rwanda can board. Cyril Dessers, Tolu Arokodare, and everybody in that forward line. Moses Simon saw the space and also made that inverted runner to just try to cut in centrally, get that space, and also take a strike at goal. But bodies in Rwanda have obviously done well to help them in not considering a second in this fixture. But Tolu Arokodare, I must say, massive thumbs up to the lad.
Yeah, so we saw still an unhappy Rwandan man. That's the guy Niom Mugabo on jersey number 2. He thought that the tussle for the ball with Arokodare was not fair towards his path, until he still wanted to show anger to the Nigerian striker, who ran to him and told him, "I'm sorry, man, there's nothing personal. We just all leapt to get the ball. I didn't plan to hurt you in any way."
There was nothing there.
Yeah, and I'm wondering really was that, because Arokodare didn't even see him. He was behind Tolu.
Yeah.
Tolu was the one who had the height advantage and also the advantage of having the ball in front of him.
And he also headed the ball. It's not like he did anything unfairly to the Rwandan player.
Niom Mugabo is still being attended to by the Rwandan medical team, and maybe if he watches the replay of that, he realized that there was no reason to be angry with the Nigerian striker. But it's a good gesture by the Nigerian striker, who's in a very happy mood, having scored. Of course, tell him sorry. It's fine, no vex.
Maybe Victor Osimhen, for example. I'm not saying anything, but he will need to watch his back.
So we're just about to hit the hour mark, and for the opting time in this game, we have a Rwandan player or a player from any side down, meaning there's some pause in play. Best time for me to remind you that at full time we'll be giving out 40,000 to our second one-play winner, and before 9 p.m. there'll be 40,000 to a third winner. Our first winner goes by the name Bankole, and we spoke to him at halftime. I may have that pleasure of speaking to you at full time too. If you jump on it right now by spending at least 500 naira to play, star 347 star 880 star 3 hash, that's star 347 star 880 star 3 hash, or the website www.oneplay.ng. It's www.oneplay.ng.
And it's fascinating, Shuma, that Tolu Arokodare is done in the jersey number 10. We've seen over the years Nigerian fantastic players done that jersey number. Mikel Obi, if I am very right, indeed, they wore that jersey number. Austin JJ Okocha also wore the famously known number 10 jersey. And we've seen several individuals over the years wear that for clubs, and also accentuated their qualities across several clubs, and also shown you why that jersey number is indeed revered and also respected due to the players that wear it. For Nigeria, the player wearing the number 10 is one who might just earn them the 3 points today, but the real task, the real assignment might just be next Tuesday against the South African side. For Nigeria now, given how they've labored in this fixture, I hope they can go to Bloemfontein in South Africa and also get the right result by winning that encounter. That encounter means very much to Nigeria, and if they win this game, draw that game, looks like the walk-up hopes of Nigeria, where they have gone in flames. But there's still time, and also the hope still on. It's a really, really important mission for Nigeria. Hopefully they've got the vision and the determination to pull it through.
Indeed. Goalkeeper Nshuti has seen his man get back on the pitch in Claude Nium Mugabo. I always have to take my time when I'm calling his name. And so Rwanda will restart proceedings. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Football frenzy with Femi and the gang. Live coverage of this World Cup qualifying fixture, match day 7 for the Super Eagles against the Amavubi of Rwanda. Nigeria leading by a goal to nothing after 62 minutes. It's Chuma Noli in here alongside David Adeshino. And we love you when we hear from you. Keep your tweets pouring in if you can using the handle at Nigeria Info FM. That's at Nigeria Info FM with the hashtag Fatg Life. That's Femi and the Gang Life. Stanley Wabali put under some level of pressure with the back pass, and he's cleared, throwing for Rwanda.
He should be doing better. He shouldn't be putting Nigeria in that kind of position. Stanley Wabali in games past, I guess maybe down to how Nigeria's performed, it has gone under the radar, but he should be more comfortable with handling those balls.
Well, Nigeria comfortable now with Moses Simon runs into the penalty area. 1v1! Saved by Nshuti, an empty goal post. Nshuti again saves. 2 saves by the Rwandan goalkeeper in 30 seconds, denying Nigeria of the chance of doubling their lead here.
Ntwari has been very, very great for the Rwandan side. Every bit of what Nigeria has done, bar the only goal which they let in, has really manned these sports, has really shown you why in this game it deserves to be the man of the match, even if they do not go on to win this game. Moses Simon galloping down the left-hand side of things, left-hand side of attack for Nigeria, took that strike, had so much venom. The subsequent strike also blocked it.
Well, now Rwanda are the ones who are attacking. While we're watching the replay of that, so Stanley Wabali saves the ball, but collides with a Rwandan player in the process. It's going to be a goal kick for Nigeria. Just reminding Wabali is on a yellow card from the first half. Super Eagles have to be careful not to leave dangerously in defending while going for that second goal. Sure, they would have seen the Black Stars of Ghana score first against Chad in a game where Ghana dominated, only to concede in the 88th minute. So a 1-0 scoreline is very, very delicate.
Indeed.
Nigeria themselves have suffered that against Zimbabwe in March in Uyo. Scored first with Victor Osimhen, but then lapsing concentration from William Troost-Ekong.
I guess the disparity in both matches is the amount of control we've seen from both sides. In that encounter, Rwanda looked confident going forward. Zimbabwe rather looked confident going forward in that encounter. But in this first shot, I've seen a bit of an ephemeral control from the Rwandan side. It's not long lasting. It's very just goes with the wind. I've not seen Rwanda look like they want to get a goal in this first shot. Nigeria's look comfortable in defense, but Stanley Wabali is maybe one man who we have to watch because if Nigeria, the centre-back options, the full-back options have done quite okay in this game. The defense has looked solid, but Wabali sometimes have looked shakier in this one. Thankfully for Nigeria and for Nigerian faithfuls, Nigeria are still ahead in this fixture and looks like another 3 points set to be in the bag.
I think the earlier that second goal came, the more relaxed the Super Eagles will be.
And it's
throwing for Nigeria.
The accuracy of Nigeria getting goals. One goal has looked, I guess in our qualifiers, our only win came via 2 goals to nothing scoreline.
Against the same Rwanda.
Yeah.
Olaino will have this throwing now. And that was the only time Nigeria scored 2 goals in a match in this World Cup qualifying series. An away game against Rwanda back then. Now it's a home game against the same team. Throwing taken by Olaino from the near side. That's the right hand side of attack. Rwanda trying to pass themselves out of trouble from the back. And they could make a meal of this one. Chance! Nshuti saves again!
Ntwari!
Oh my, Ntwari, pardon me, really. And it's enough for me to change names because Nshuti is one of the attack-minded players in this Rwandan team. But Ntwari is one who means serious business in his quest to stop Nigeria from scoring again. So we have a player for the Super Eagles down. That should be Calvin Bassi. Yeah, clash of bodies with the Rwandan player. Bassi has come out worse off it.
Hopefully he's fine and able to continue. Calvin Bassi in recent weeks has really looked solid in the Premier League for Fulham and has looked like he has translated that to what he has done for Nigeria so far after over 6 minutes of an hour mark of football played right here at the Gochula Pabio Stadium in Uyo. Nigeria looked solid so far in this second 45. The chances they have seen, Tolu Arokodare has been fed with so much opportunities in this one, but Ntwari has really been the sole reason Nigeria has not doubled that lead in this game. Great saves from time to time. But anyway, now pressure the bus pipe, they say.
"67 minutes played. That pressure busted that pipe in court.
Yeah.
When Nigeria eventually found the back of the net. And how much longer can they add to that hunger? Calvin Bassey to Frederick. Olaino. Back to Frederick. One of the two centre backs for the Super Eagles in this. He'll bring in Calvin Bassey. Towards the left-hand channel. Bassey decides to come to the right. To Ademola Lookman. Pass intercepted. Been quite a quiet game for Lookman by his high standards. Yes, he's seen the ball a few times, but yet to be emphatic with his dominance on the pitch.
Yeah, and I guess that is, you can maybe excuse him and say that is due to him not having much of club football pre-season. Also wasn't part of Atalanta, much of what Atalanta did in pre-season as well.
Throwing taken by Olaino as a long one into Rwandan territory. And Rwanda now will come out of this. Alexi Iwobi was running back frantically to stop any attacking move, but they still do have the ball. Rwanda now coming through from the right-hand channel. Across will be launched in there. Stanley Wabali saves.
And that's the sole problem, or maybe the major problem of Rwanda in this fixture. The delivery, the options they've got, that tells you the gap in quality is very wide. They just can't go forward and trouble Nigeria. Uwabali has not been troubled in this fixture at any point in time, bar when he went to with the Rwanda player that ended in yellow in the first 45. And I really can't tell if Rwanda can get back into this one, but we've seen miracles in football, and if they score one goal in this fixture, I would attribute it personally to a miracle.
I know has had many of these throw-ins just after your speech ban. And he will take another one for Nigeria. And Rwanda will get possession again. Just having to identify the players one after the other. So they would love to have Nshuti involved in this. I'd mentioned his name when his goalkeeper made a save. I think his name already says it too. Alexi Iwobi comes back to help in defending. Super Eagles are scrambling at the back a bit. Moses Simon should have it. He gets a throwing on the far side. That's the left-hand side of defending for Nigeria. Just to remind you again, Super Eagles are playing from left to right. With the white top on the white shot. Bit of a touch of green on both. And Rwanda attacking from right to left. Yellow top on the blue shot. Now is the throwing for Nigeria.
20 minutes.
Yemechi will take it here.
To hold on, and experienced play on that occasion to win the throw from Moses Simon.
I don't think average Nigerian fans will want a 1-0 win. They want more than that to show the seriousness of this team ahead of the clash against South Africa on Tuesday. That's one of the most important games in the entire series for the Super Eagles. They have to beat South Africa in Bloemfontein on Tuesday evening.
And it gets even harder with the possibility of not seeing Victor Osimhen in that fixture. One man who has looked very important for Nigeria in what they have tried to do in the qualifiers. But there's a Tolu Arokodare somewhere who has looked like plug and play.
Now there could be Arokodare who gets a through ball, but he was offside. So chance for a free kick for Rwanda. Let's go back to reading more of your thoughts and comments. Thank you so much for joining this coverage. Femi and the gang on Nigeria in for at full time. We should have another fan rewarded with 40,000 naira, the second of 3 winners that we will have today. So if you can afford to jump on it, maybe this is the time. Star 347, star 880, star 3 hash, the code you can use to play. Star 347, star 880, star 3 hash. On the website, www.oneplay.ng. At dat_food_guy says, I sincerely hope Nigeria wins tonight. If we can't beat Rwanda, we have no business going to the World Cup. And he drops that with the hashtag FatGLife on X. Thank you so much for your thoughts, man. Just like him, you can drop your comments on X, and I'll be going there to read them shortly. It's exactly what Adegoke with the handle at G_NFT says. Goes with the hashtag Fatg Life and says, I still don't have much confidence in this Nigerian team. Rwanda are coming forward now. Rwanda will get a corner kick and now understand why you're complaining. He said, I still don't have much confidence in these guys. I don't think I'm ready for a heartache watching them play at the World Cup, even if they eventually qualify. So that's Adegoke with the handle at G_NFTs, sharing his thoughts on X. So rare corner kick for Rwanda now.
Yeah, and Victor Osimhen, we can see him down the sideline trying to...
And he's still limping, so it's serious. That injury, he's limping.
Yeah, and knowing that it's just a goal difference between both sides, Rwanda know it's not far from them. Just one goal, they're back in it. But for Nigerians, that goal must not come.
Winning this will take the Super Eagles to 10 points. That will be a point behind Benin Republic, who are second, and 6 points behind South Africa, who top the group. Corner kick for Rwanda, who will remain on 8 points if they lose this game. Set to come through from that right hand side. Will be an in-swing out across. Ball launched in, connecting header! Blocked on the line by the Super Eagles and then saved by Stanley Nwabali. That was scary moment.
That was danger looming for Nigeria. Thankfully, the defense of Nigeria were able to just sort out the mess. Really trouble looming for the Super Eagles. And I guess Rwanda will have to be praying for more corners, because that is one area which they have shown much trouble to Nigeria. Nigeria in this one have to remain in control, otherwise Rwanda will grow into the game in the dying embers of this one.
Cross for the Super Eagles from the left-hand channel. Rokodari heads back to Ademola Lookman. Lookman in the penalty area. Wants to turn. Doesn't have enough time. Lets the pass for Alex Iwobi. And then they run into traffic. And Rwanda are still struggling. They haven't cleared yet. Maybe they can now from the right-hand side of defending. Yeah, they have gotten out of that messy situation. Possession lost again to Nigeria. Ademola Lookman is calling for a free kick and will get it. Free kick for the Super Eagles from just under 25 yards out. And this could be a good territory for a direct shot on goal.
Inventive play, enterprising move from Ademola Lookman. Looks like he has been very deadly coming in from the central position. And appears the manager has given him a free role to explore and also exploit. And has really troubled the backline of Rwanda. That turn, that move was looking like trouble booming and also looming for the Rwandan side. But momentarily in this fixture, they are safe with just been a goal down. But
all right, after winning the free kick, he will not be around to take the free kick. He's been taken off now. Ademola Lookman. And we're going to see another change for the Super Eagles. The African footballer of the year who's had his own fair share of battles with his side, Atalanta in Italy. A team that refused to let him go is off now, and Fisayo Dele Bashiru has come on for Nigeria. The third change for Eric Shell in this. And he joins Arokodare and Dessers as players who come off the bench.
Yeah, he's one man who can really be a noticeable figure on the pitch of play and can change the course of things and the outlook of things.
He comes in straight into that free kick experience for Nigeria. Free kick taken off the wall! And what a save by goalkeeper Ntwari again. Wanted to look like what we saw from Szoboszlai against Arsenal in that Liverpool fixture. He was going for the top right corner of the goalkeeper's side of things from the goalkeeper's POV, but Ntwari had that covered. Corner kick for Nigeria.
Ntwari once again, the only reason Rwanda are still down by just a goal in this fixture. Great free kick for Nigeria, but just couldn't result in a goal.
Now they'll have a corner kick with the man who loves to cross, Moses. Will be an in-swinger from Simon with his right foot. Calvin Bassey sharing some words with Wilfred Ndidi. Looks like they're planning something. They may have practice in training. Ball set to come through. Launched in and cleared at the first time of asking. Not the best of corner kicks in the world from Moses Simon. at Desi Decipher 01 on X. Because with the Fatg hashtag says Super Eagles can be complacent, Shah. They managed to score a goal. Now they're allowing Rwanda to bring the game to them. Shame, he says. Atadio Larenwaju also on X says Ademola Lookman, his performance is being affected by lack of football game time at Atalanta. He's not sharp and efficient as he used to be. Too bad to watch, you say. Return to the action, shall we? Rwanda. Well, they were trying to go forward from that right-hand channel, but looks like Nigerian defender may just have wanted to do all he could to stop that run from coming to fruition.
And I guess now know where manager Adelam Rocha was coming from during the presser when he said he isn't confident that his boys are well equipped to get the slaughter for this group for the World Cup, given the array of players that he has got. His team is maybe not one of the best in the group. He understands that fact, and that's why he's really not confident to say I can put my heart behind them, I can back them to deliver that World Cup ticket.
Well, now their man Shuti, who failed to deliver in this game, has been taken off, and coming on for him is one who has some level of experience. I'll be confirming that to you in a bit. But 78 minutes have been played. Still Nigeria 1, Rwanda 0. Free kick for the Amavubi will be taken on the right-hand side of attack, or rebuffed by the Super Eagles. And truly, like one of those messages on X said, I should clarify on that. Looks like Nigeria have just relaxed a bit since that goal was scored, because Rwanda have made a bit more of confident moves up front since Nigeria scored.
Yeah, but the quality that isn't present in that attacking lineup is very noticeable. They've made attacking forays down the left and the right hand side of things, but Nigeria have managed to just not see trouble. That's due to how Rwanda have played in this fixture. They lack quality up front, and that's the reason why they haven't troubled the back line in manners that maybe Nigerians will expect, or even Rwandans back home in Rwanda would expect.
Now they will pass the ball around that back line of Mutsinzi and Kavita, coming to Nigeria territory, holding on to the ball with Busy Man still on this pitch. He would like to show how much of a busy man from a positive POV he can be.
And physically as well. They're not as imposing as the Nigerians. You can see the duel has been won by Nigerians. Calvin Bassi, very physically imposing, has really stood tall when it comes to those physical battles, those duels. He has come out tops in them. Even up front as well with Tolu Arokodare as well. Controls the ball elegantly, brings it down nicely, and also when he goes for goal, you can see he's able to maneuver and obviously do some physical job over defenders in the final third.
Yeah, that final third is where Rwanda wants to come to now with these passes. And Zvizera, since he came on jersey number 22 for them, came on to take the place of Omborenga. It's been I think some good moves from the left-hand channel for Rwanda. This one from the centre is stopped by Wilfred Ndidi. Free kick for Yamavubi, taken very quickly by the captain, the man Bizimana. He lays the pass to that right-hand channel. They return it backwards. Kavita and Musinzi will come into the conversation. Now again, it's that substitute, Bizera. Rwanda making some inroads, trying to find spaces in the Nigerian defense.
I guess this time when...
Now Nigeria have gotten the ball. Cyril Destas intercepts a back pass. Destas running forward. Arokodare is going on for him. And Destas could not go past his marker. That chance has evaporated.
Yeah, one-on-one with that defender. Thought he had enough space, but the skill needed to be executed there was lacking. One-on-one with that player, possibly should have gone for pace, driven that ball to one side of things, and possibly go the other direction before taking a strike at goal, but none was forthcoming for Nigeria. Maybe this is a time for manager Eric Chell to also any stripes and need to make a substitution from my own point of view, from my own reckoning. One more defensive introduction is needed for the Nigerian side. Zimbabwe, against Zimbabwe, we saw this, wasted some time before introducing a defender in that game. Zimbabwe capitalized on it, scored the goal that broke the heart of Nigeria in this fixture. It needs to be quick. It's altering that backline and making a change in quick time.
I'm thinking to myself, to be honest, should Nigeria playing at home always keep doing the thing where you score just one goal and you want to go back and defend? Should be that quest to beat teams comfortably.
Yeah.
At home, more so for a team blessed with what's supposed to be some fantastic attacking prowess. Bizimana has the ball for Rwanda, the captain of the side. That man
for Rwanda with...
Yeah, that's Yomu Gabo. I always like to take my time to call his name.
Them not being close to goal. You really can't trouble the backline of Nigeria in that manner. They're trying to exploit the wings. Goal from the left or the right hand side, and Nigeria has looked great in that part of town, and even the controls has been lacking.
Yeah, they just messed things up there while trying to switch from right to left. They just messed things up. And Victor Osimhen is telling the guys, look at the time, look at the time. Is he speaking to the coach? I think he's telling the coach to make a change because, you know, there's the hand gesture. Osimhen, calm down, man.
And I guess he
remembers what happened in Zimbabwe, perhaps. That's the thought process.
He's echoing the position of many Nigerians.
Nigeria misplaced their throwing and fumbling in defending the Super Eagles. Feeling like it was a cost that they scored a goal, because since then they have not been the same. Rwanda having more confidence and impetus in attacking, throwing for the Amavubi from the right hand side. That's the left side of attack for them. That's the near side. If you were to be watching this on television, taken again by that man Nium Mugabu, and they will move on from the left towards the right. Arokodare beaten, shot and goal from 40 yards out, saved by Stanley Wabali, who wants to buy a bit more of time.
He's on a yellow, he has to watch it. A second yellow gets him away from the pitch of play.
Oh my, X still active with your thoughts at Nigeria Info FM. We love you when we hear from you. Josiani4 says, thank you Tolu for leaving your elbow. Nigeria would have had a 1v1 chance with Cyril Dessers, but there was an offside call against the man who's now ex-Rangers. He doesn't want to be a lone ranger on that page. Josiani says, thank you Tolu for leaving your elbow on Claude Yomugabo's nose. Watching the replay, I'm not sure that was done on purpose though. At Divine 101, also on X, Divine Inamisat, your name on that platform says that typical Nigerian style, score one goal and hope for miracles. They need to step up their game, up Super Eagles. Honestly, it's becoming really, for Nigerians, annoying that since that goal was scored, they have lost momentum. What's happening to the Super Eagles? Rwanda have the ball again.
Just sitting at the edge of their seats. This is not a style of play for Nigeria. You need to control the game against a side that's quality for quality you are better than. But so far, Nigerians palpitating out across every part of town, across every state, across the 36 states in Nigeria, plus the FCT. Nigeria manager Eric Chell, for me, this is the time where he's needed.
It is the time as there'll be a desperate clearance from Fatg. Throwing for Rwanda again from this left-hand channel. That man who came off the bench, the substitute, Vizera. Vizera has played a good path in this for good paths, I should say, and laying the path for his teammates. Yomugabo. I'd love to bring in Squizera. Offside against Rwanda. Chance for a goal kick for the Super Eagles.
Going to be too early there. And moment for Nigeria now to pull off. That was the tension a bit. That was brewing in that back line. Rwanda from left to right. Looks like they had got a grip of the game. Some control over the fixture. But the cutting edge needed in the final third has been lacking for all 90 minutes, even though we're just 5 minutes away from the expiration of normal time in this fixture. For Nigeria, that second goal is needed to completely kill off any thought from Rwanda of getting back in this fixture.
They have the ball with Olaino now. Can they hold on to it for a while? I know he's fouled. Free kick for Nigeria, not too far away from the halfway stage of the pitch in Rwanda territory.
And they are all tired. You can see it on their faces. Finally, the manager has listened to Nigerians. I'm certain Nigerians all over the country, all over the world, have called for these substitutions to be made. Captain coming up. That's a good one for Nigeria.
Yeah, William Troost-Ekong will come in as we see Olaino not taken off. 2 changes. And it just feels like the Super Eagles are going to defend. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, Cyril Dessers, who took the place of Osimhen, is out. William Troost-Ekong is on. Olaino out as well. And we've had the presence of Bright Osai Samuel also in alongside William Troost-Ekong. Calvin Bassey going forward for Nigeria. So Aroko Dare is in there as the only pointsman for the Super Eagles at this stage.
Trying to play through him, and his order play can aid that. He's one man who can win balls and also ensure Nigeria via the blind side or his rear side go forward. For his teammates also to also get goals. Dele Bashiru was brought in, can also provide the goods for Nigeria. Very tricky, also pacey.
Bright Osai Samuel is just holding on to the ball to buy time. He's fouled, I think. The referee says play on though, because possession remains with Nigeria. Wilfred Ndidi takes it backwards to Calvin Bassey. Bassey will drift to the left. There's a Simon who would love to open up for something there, but the ball returns to goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali. Super Eagles trying to make Rwanda chase the ball.
Yeah.
Nwabali with a long clearance back into the territory of the visitors. Tolu Aroko Dario, love to control. Try, but not well enough. The Amavu Bees will regain play.
Nigeria need to force them back into their own half. It will be very good for the Nigerians as it will be far away from the danger zone and far away from trouble.
Well, they are going in hunt, searching for that second goal now. Lovely stuff and shots. That was wayward at the end of the day. Is that Bashiru?
Yeah, that wasn't needed from my own point of view. Nigeria trying to keep this 1-goal lead. The second goal is not forthcoming. All you had to do there was keep the ball, but it gambled with that opportunity.
Rwanda make a mistake passing from the back. Free kick for Nigeria. Wilfred Ndidi fouled. Coach Adel Amrouche, the Algerian, not happy with the struggles of his side as Ndidi will roll on the top, holding on to the left side of his body. Oops, he was basically just dragged down. That should be a yellow card, I would think.
Yeah.
But the referee has done none of that yet.
Yes.
Let's see. Not at all.
That's one place where you give him a minus. I mean, the whole is, will I say, okay, this place as the referee in this fixture adjudicated. For me, wishy-washy. A bit okay there, a bit bad, yeah, but he's the center referee.
Yes, he is. Calvin Bassey is the central defender. His long ball is controlled by Aroko Dare, who's offside. The high line by the Amavu B of Rwanda. Goalkeeper Antoari will restart play for them again. www.oneplay.ng. The code you can use to play OnePlay, or the website. That's the website, sorry, or the code, *347, *880, *3 hash. 500 naira for each entry. 40,000 naira each to be won by 3 different persons. Our first winner already came through at halftime. The second winner will emerge at full time. And there will be a third winner before 9 p.m. So, Nigeria are winning. How about you winning too if you can afford to play? 6 minutes of added time we'll have. Is that 3?
3, yeah.
I thought for a second I saw 6. So 3 minutes of added time. We're into the first of the 3. Long ball for the Super Eagles from the left. Ntuari will save.
When the leadership of Troost-Ekong is needed, this is a time where he needs to tell his troops to calm down and make the right movements, make the right decisions. When players go forward, try to cover your line. Do not give Rwanda the chance to try and go after the goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali. But I guess so far so good. The shape looks okay, but they need to continue in this manner.
The defending Nigeria, they'll get a goal kick.
1 minute of the 3 already gone.
This is counting down of seconds. The line of Victor Osimhen limping.
If there's one thing I must say about Victor James Osimhen, is his work ethic and also his desire to win.
Nigeria would love to win this one even better with a cross from the left-hand channel. Arokodare is in the mix. His long foot couldn't get to the ball. And Rwanda will defend again. Super Eagles have just over 60 seconds to hold on to this advantage. As the Amavu will come forward, but Calvin Bassey tries to stop them. Not successful yet.
There's enough bodies back to help Nigeria in the defensive department.
Mungabo launches the ball through, saved by Stanley Nwabali. We're now heading into the 3rd minute of the 3 added. Nwabali is holding onto the ball like it's his brother.
And
he needs to restart quickly, knowing that he's on a yellow card already.
Yeah, and it's an important game in view for Nigeria against South Africa. Adeleye and also Amaso Baso J, former Bendel Insurance goalkeeper. If he gets another yellow in this one, they will be called upon, one of the two, to man the post for Nigeria. But it's been an okay outing for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, albeit we must say they weren't tested enough. The Rwandans didn't trouble the goalkeeper and Stanley Nwabali for much duration of the game, and that's why Nigeria lead comfortably, but the scoreline maybe doesn't reflect that.
And the scoreline is what it is, because the referee from Chad has signaled the end of proceedings, and only for the 2nd time in this qualifying race for USA, Mexico and Canada 2026. Have the Super Eagles gotten all 3 points from a game. That goal from Tolu Arokodare in the 2nd half of proceedings has turned out to be the difference between the two sides at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium in New York. Nigeria have beaten Rwanda by a 0-0 to register their first win in this stadium in this World Cup qualifying race. Nigeria now go on 10 points from 7 matches and are 6 behind Bafana of South Africa before the two sides clash in Bloemfontein on Tuesday. Full time in New York, it's Nigeria 1, Rwanda 0.
Where the land is, stay fresh, stay dry with Nivea
Dry deodorant will help you maintain your steez. It on dey for 25 ml small size for boys and girls wey sabi.
Oh, the only detergent that keeps me bright and fresh. I know the waste time to wash. I thought my clothes have the best, so why go less? You can't wash a lot with a little Viva. Use Viva. Don't waste your time, don't waste your money. Use Viva. Viva, oh Viva. I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever. Viva, oh Viva. I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever. Viva, I love my Viva. Don't need no other. I love my Viva forever.
Viva detergent, a quality cleaning powder from Aspira.
Start your day and have a good time.
Kivo Crema.
Where you need to have the break time.
Kivo Crema.
If not tea, up a garita.
Kivo Crema. Kivo Crema.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3